Some Ukrainian and Russian troops are reportedly fighting within sight of each other in Bakhmut, while Russian President Vladimir Putin is allegedly heading to Belarus.
Buenos Aires erupted in celebration as Argentina beats France. The South American team finally secured a World Cup title after a 36 years wait.
Ukrainian troops stock up on supplies and transport them to the battlefront using whatever vehicles they can. While the beginning of winter has seen fighting inside Ukraine slow down, in some parts of the city of Bakhmut in Donetsk, Ukrainian and Russian troops fight within sight of each other, and the city has been all but emptied of its 70,000 inhabitants. It is clear to us that Vladimir Putin needs Bakhmut as a New Year's gift. In this New Year's speech, he wants to announce a great victory. Russian propaganda is doing everything to exaggerate the military importance of Bakhmut, which in reality is small. In a separate development, Russian President Vladimir Putin will reportedly visit Belarus today in a mission to urge his close ally to join in Russia's war effort. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said in his nightly address that the protection of the border with both Russia and Belarus is a constant priority, and that preparations are being made for all possible defense scenarios. People living in Kyiv are flocking to aid centers known as points of invincibility. They are to be found in many areas of the city during the hours when there are power cuts in their homes, caused by ongoing Russian shelling. Dozens gathered in central Kyiv at sundown on Sunday to light a candle on a giant menorah on the first day of Hanukkah, the Jewish festival of lights. Kyiv's mayor Vitaly Klitschko and ambassadors from Israel, the US, Japan, Poland, Canada, France and other nations took part in the ceremony. The enemy wanted to leave us 2 days ago without light, Vitaly said. Without water, without heating, and today we light the biggest menorah in Europe. Well, this participant said the menorah represents miracles from the past, and it will grant miracles in the future as well, and I'm sure it will grant miracles in Ukraine. Members of Germany's Jewish community in Berlin also made reference to the war in Ukraine. Finance Minister Christian Lindor said, in these hours of darkness, we are also seeing wonderful light. Putin will not reach his war aims in Ukraine. He has in us and our societies created a new solidarity, and he has brought liberal democracies around the world closer together.
Und hat die liberalen Demokratien auf der Welt wieder viel näher zusammengebracht.
The festival lasts for 8 days and nights and is celebrated in a similar way to Christmas, by way of offering gifts and sharing meals with family and friends.
Buenos Aires erupted in celebration as Argentina beat France to be crowned winners of the World Cup in Qatar. After a 36-year wait, Argentina fans could finally celebrate as their national team secured their third title. Supporters cheered, cried, hugged and waved the Argentinian flag after the electrifying game, which could have gone either way. Lionel Messi scored a brace and finally achieved what Maradona did in 1986, winning a World Cup for his national team. Both sides pushed and created chances, but the game eventually had to be settled in a penalty shootout. Argentina won 4-2 in the penalties, making Messi's last World Cup match an unforgettable one.
French supporters looked on in anticipation as their country fought to win the World Cup until the very end, in what some have called the greatest World Cup final of all time. And while the team eventually lost, Its comeback from 2-0 to a shootout in penalties caused cheers to ring out across the country. Even if we lost, it is serious for the French fans. But still, we can say that it's the best final of all time. You made us dream. Go France, I love you. We will have the next one. Thank you, France. You made us vibrant until the end. The victory is not present, but we believed in it for 4 years. Disappointment, sadness, but also a lot of euphoria. All the fans say that their team made us dream until the end. The joy is there despite everything, that they did not get a third star. Fireworks and a drone display have lit up the skies above Doha to bring the World Cup tournament to an end after Argentina's historic victory against France. Argentina won the World Cup for the third time after defeating defending champion France in a penalty shootout. But time will only tell if the tournament will be remembered for Qatar's controversial human rights record or for one of the best finals in memory. Twitter owner Elon Musk has asked its users if he should step down as the head of the company, promising to abide by the results of his poll. One of the world's richest people has faced tremendous criticism since taking over Twitter in October. As the yes vote edged ahead in the poll, Musk tweeted, "Be careful what you wish for, as you might get it." When he took over, Musk promised to improve Twitter, purging it of fake accounts and advocating freedom of speech. But it has since lost many of its major advertisers, as concerns grow about its direction.
EU member states have reached a political deal that will speed up carbon emission cuts and overhaul the bloc's carbon market. The Czech EU presidency said the agreement also aims to phase out free allowances on industries which are currently in place. The move will require 10,000 power plants and factories to buy CO2 permits when they pollute, in an effort to meet the EU's target to slash its net emissions 55% by 2030, compared with 1990s levels. This deal will up this percentage to 62% by 2030. Initially, the carbon tax will affect polluting industries and carbon emissions linked to production. However, the incentive will also be extended to the maritime sector, intra-European flights and waste incineration sites. If adopted by MEPs and the European Council, the initiative will allow industries to compete with more polluting non-EU rivals.
From Alcaraz, Carla Simon's Golden Bear Berlin winner. To Close by Belgian Lucas Dont, Grand Jury Prize in Cannes.
Stay strong.
And The Triangle of Sadness, Best European Film of the Year. The Lux Audience Award is a prize given for the best European film by the public and members of the European Parliament. The 5 nominated films were announced at this year's ceremony in Reykjavik.
There are an extraordinary number of very talented directors who are really making a huge contribution to all manner of not just entertainment, but also, you know, there is the social element and the social justice element and the human rights element and crucial nature of cinema to understanding who we are, where our society is, what changes need to be made, and reflecting those changes as well.
The other shortlisted films include the Turkish thriller Burning Days.
The Lux Audience Award engages not just the public, but it also engages our parliamentarians as well to reconsider, rethink, look at things from different cultures in a different way and maybe open their mind to ideas, places, themes.
The last nominee is a comedy from Portugal, Will-o'-the-Wisp. The public will be able to rate the different nominees until the 12th of June 2023.